at iForm, we have put up versatile, lightweight, and durable. So iForm Aluminium Formwork System stands for versatility, lightweight, and durability. So you're asking me about durability. Yes, we are using aluminum alloy 6061T6 grade, which is having mechanical strength, chemical properties in line with what is required for the construction industry. Secondly, durability means long life. To have long life, we need to follow those welding procedures which will enhance the life of the product, because the metal has been used at sites. Okay, so the metal will have wear and tear, the metal will be roughly used at sites, because ultimately there are some construction workers who are working with our material, shifting it from one floor to the alternate floor. So therefore what happens is, we wanted to have higher weld strength. So we are the first in India to start something called friction stir welding. Friction stir welding is a procedure in which the weld strength is 40% higher than the regular weld strength. Regularly we do MIG welding, but what we are doing here over here is friction stir welding. So secondly, we are using dense materials. We are using materials and sections which are very, very thick in nature, so which will ensure the life of the material. Okay, and there are small details what we have followed to ensure the life of the metal will increase by adding an extra rib for some components like beam bottoms and slab bottoms. Generally in formwork language, they're called SL and EBMB. We have added an extra rib, which will not only add to durability, which will also add to improved quality in terms of reduced undulations or reduced sagging or bulging, and also helps the safety of the workmen who are working, handling our material. Generally, our metal is being shifted from one floor to the other floor, so there are heavy chances that it might fall on somebody during dismantling. Okay, but then because of these extra ribs what we have added, it is not only taking care of durability of the product, but also increasing the safety of the workers who are working in. Okay, and why did I say lightweight? I mean, iForm stands for lightweight, versatility, and durability. Lightweight means the panels are heavy, but then they are lightweight compared to the other construction technology systems what we are using. For example, there is precast technology in which the wall panels, the slabs, these components are being done at factory, brought into site, and we require heavy cranes or hydra to lift the material and put it on position. But here there is nothing like that. A person like me can just easily lift the metal and shift it to the upper floor. Okay, so that's why we call it lightweight. So that way this metal is highly durable. The advantage of using aluminium formwork system is to attain the cost benefit, time benefit, and also quality. Okay, now regards to the time benefit, so every time saved, okay, is actually directly contributing to the opportunity cost lost. What I try to say is, if you are constructing a 60-story building, you will be doing maybe hardly 1.5 slab per month using conventional construction technology. Okay, the same thing by using aluminium formwork, minimum 3 floors you can complete in 1 month. Okay, so the speed is directly 3x speed. By by constructing a building at 3x speed, you are not only contributing to the profitability of the builder, but also profitability of the all stakeholders involved in it. You know, there are lot of other people, lot of other contractors, lot of other trades who have to carry on the work once the structure is completed, mainly tiling, finishing, flooring, gypsum, external windows, external painting. So once the structure is finished very early, the work front would be available at a very early stage for the other trades to come in and quickly finish off the project. So literally what I'm trying to say is, if a person is getting involved in one building for 3 years, the same person can be involved only for 1 year in a building which is constructed using aluminium formwork technology. Therefore, he is completing 3 years work in 1 year. So that will definitely improve his profitability, and he will be able to concentrate on many other projects simultaneously. So that will automatically add to profitability. See, generally for a high-rise building today, what 99% of buildings in Mumbai are being constructed using this technology called aluminium formwork technology. It's a proven technology. Okay, the thing is, the skill set of workers who are required to execute this, the construction workers, they need not be highly skilled, because for the first 2 floors we are there on the ground. We will guide them for the installation procedures. So once the metal has been set, we just do a permanent marking on the panels, which will then easily ensure them to take this metal to the upper floors. Okay, so therefore skilled workers requirement is gone. Now to lift this material for a high-rise building, manually persons can lift it. We don't require any tower cranes, we don't require any lifting equipments. So it is the next biggest advantage. Okay, similarly, the other important aspect is, these panels are like, if you see these panels, okay, you can create any kind of complex structures. For example, you can just see a small upstand wall which is acting like a balcony wall. In this balcony we have made a beautiful curves, right? if somebody has to do this using brickwork and has to attain this kind of curves, it is humanly impossible, especially in a high-rise building. You have 50 floors, 60 floors. This curve can be easily attained by using aluminum molds. Similarly, if you look at the top, we have made a cornice profile, okay, like you how you see in temples. So aluminum formwork is a boon to the architects, the structural designers. They want to execute challenging projects, they want to do challenging designs. They will be looking for some technology contributor in the market who will, to whom they can take into confidence, and they can fight with the developers saying that we want to see. If you look at the skyline of the other major cities across the world, we are almost competing with them now, only because of vision of architect. They're envisaging something, and people like us, aluminum formwork suppliers, are supporting them so that they are able to convince the developers or the real estate giants that we have to explore and make different kinds of buildings. So we are doing outstanding buildings in Hyderabad. We are basically based out of Hyderabad. We are doing floor to floor rate of 14 feet, 13 feet, 12 feet. Okay, 100 meter by 25 meter is a building. Each flat is spanning across 9,000 SFT to 10,000 SFT. We're doing magnificent buildings in Hyderabad. We are also doing villas, 250, 350 villas per project. So we are greatly contributing to infrastructure development of the country. Okay, and our GDP is hugely dependent on the construction sector. Okay, the kind of taxes, revenues what government is getting from infrastructure and real estate structure is huge. Okay, but this will sustain only if there is profitability for all the stakeholders involved, including the buyer. A buyer who has purchased a flat, he is staying in a rented accommodation. He has purchased an apartment, and the builder has delivered 2 years delivery period. So till 2 years, he's already bearing the burden of the rent in the house what he is currently staying in. So the sooner he gets into that house, he can save on this rent, right? So it is very important for the Indian working sector to save on the rents and to enter to the house what they have purchased, the dream house, as soon as possible. So therefore, it is a responsibility of all the builders to deliver the projects on time. Okay, so that, and for them to achieve this goal, they are relying heavily on construction technologies, and aluminum formwork is the proven technology. Okay, and today aluminum formwork, I'm very happy that initially we used to import metal from Korea, Malaysia, and all, but today there are more than 50 companies in India who are started off new as aluminum formwork suppliers, and everybody is doing great job. We are also happy for everyone. We want everybody to grow, and we want to supply outside India. Okay, we want to make a mark for ourselves that we also can give better quality material, and we want to supply outside India, especially in Malaysia, Korea. We'll hope for one day it will come soon. So if you see, ma'am, manufacturing of aluminum formwork system is itself a very complex procedure, and design is at the heart of it. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is the architect and structural designer have envisaged something, and they give us their drawings. So what we do is we prepare a shell plan and we take sign off from both of them. So there is already a lot of coordination happening at their end. Okay, already the architects and the structural consultants are started using BIM. They're using different automated softwares. So already the drawings are coordinated with them. So what we are doing is we are just ensuring that it is cross-checked once again. However, we are also using a software which is used to automate and generate the drawings. Okay, but then here, when the designs are very complex, especially there is a requirement of these holes to be matched, because for a minimum building we require 10,000 panels. All these 10,000 panels, when they're integrated together, we need to match the holes of the adjacent panels. So this is a little complex thing, but there are many companies working on a automated software. One day we hope that somebody in India will make that software very soon. I have many of my friends working on this software, so I wish them good luck. And once they come into board, we'll be definitely using it. And as far as our manufacturing process is concerned, the planning is totally streamlined. We are using softwares where the raw metal receipt is generated on day one, and how efficiently we can use the material. So all the design wastages are calculated on day one before we start cutting any of the raw metal for a particular project. Okay, by this we want to eliminate the natural waste, because raw metal production, everything is taking a lot of effort, lot of time, lot of energy. So we want to ensure the wastages are very, very minimal. So we have already leveraged the technology to reduce the wastage. And if you see, there is RFID tag on every panel what we have supplied. So it is easy for the customer to identify the panel. So that way tracking mechanism is also very streamlined in our company. All of the companies are following the same. So definitely these innovations what are happening, they will help to boost the manufacturing sector to deliver quality product at a faster rate also. Generally, all the conventional systems in India have been using wood across ages for doing the shuttering. So for getting the wood, you have to cut down the trees, okay, which is actually negative. It's negating the climate. It's negating the environment. Okay, and then we have been using bricks by using top fertile layer of the soil. This is also causing some damage to the environment. Okay, so eliminating these two, there is something called aluminium. This has been used since ages, but aluminium is 100% recyclable. So once somebody purchases our product, after the project is completed, it can actually go for recycling. So that way, we are saving from cutting down of the trees. We are also saving from removal of the top fertile layer of the soil for preparation of bricks. So that way, aluminium is already a 100% recyclable material. So we are helping the industry. Okay, and the other thing, important thing, what I wanted to tell is regarding sustainability. Across ages, people have been using MIG welding, molten inert gas welding, where you have continuous carbon emissions. Okay, but in our factory, 85% of the material we are using friction stir welding, where there is zero carbon emission. So that is a great achievement. Very soon, within 1 year, we want to enter 100% friction stir welding. Okay, so we are reducing carbon emissions at our factory, at our manufacturing factory. So this is a great step. Somebody, an Indian working in the US, has actually invented this friction stir welding technology. It is used in aviation sector and all. So people have got inspired from them and started using the formwork. So we are the ones who are the first in India to start, first in South India to start friction stir welding. But 85% of panels in our factory, all the standard, semi-standard, non-standard panels are getting using friction stir weld. There are only some special panels like these curvatures, those cornices. There we have to use MIG welding. So within 1 year, we want to attain 100% friction stir welding and contribute towards a greater greener environment in line with the ESG goals set by the United Nations.